With the United States and Britain, pioneers of free trade, slowly retreating from their commitments to globalization, China has announced its intentions to stimulate and boost trade through a trillion-dollar project called the Belt and Road Initiative. The initiative aims at building a modern-day version of the ancient Silk Road, and the plan consists of developing two trade routes, one through land and the other through sea, linking over 60 countries. While some countries love it, others are skeptical. India has been its most vocal opponent and has even boycotted the move. While China continues to make new friends across the world, including India's neighbors, should India be worried? Or has the country taken the right decision by wanting no part in the initiative? To help answer this, let's go back in time to when the ancient Silk Road emerged. Sometime around 2700 BCE, the Chinese discovered the art of making silk, and its production was kept a fiercely guarded secret for over 3,000 years. The Chinese had monopoly over the silk trade, and demand for this precious fabric had spread far and wide, ultimately reaching even the Roman Empire. As a result, a series of trade routes emerged across Central Asia, and caravans and ships carved out these routes from the west coast of Japan to the Mediterranean, spanning more than 15,000 kilometers over both land and sea. For the first time in history, East and West came together. Merchants now had to learn new languages and traditions in order to sell their goods, and in turn passed on valuable knowledge themselves. Science, art, literature, religion, and politics were discussed, and ideas were shared. Travel inns and guest houses sprung up all along the way, providing travelers a respite from their journey. Ports emerged along sea routes, and business flourished. Religions crossed borders, cities developed, and the world progressed. Plague, which devastated Europe, is also believed to have spread through these routes itself. However, over time, the Silk Road began to lose its significance due to the ever-changing political environment, fragmented empires, and local power struggles. Xi Jinping now plans to reopen a modernized trillion-dollar version of the Silk Road, with massive projects lined up for the next 10 years. Foremost amongst them is the $62 billion China-Pakistan Economic Corridor that would include motorways, power plants, wind farms, factories, and even railways. Supporters say this will spark an economic revolution and create up to 1 million jobs in Pakistan alone. India, however, isn't convinced and finds it difficult to believe that China would be willing to spend trillions of dollars merely as a gift to the world, and is worried that the project will result in tremendous debt burdens for various countries. Also, the proposed route passes through a Pakistan-administered area that has long been claimed by India. The Modi government, unclear on what the actual price tag for such a vision could be, and the environmental impact that such a project would have, has decided to have no part in this. Along with India, leaders of most Western powers including Donald Trump, Angela Merkel, and Theresa May have skipped the event as well. China claims that these fears are unwarranted, and all that they wish for is for the world to stick together like a flock of geese. Numerous TV advertisements have been aired in China to reassure both supporters and critics. On paper, the Belt and Road Initiative is the largest project the world has ever seen, but it could take years before things actually take off.